Hi everyone, magandang gabi. I'm Shogoki from Okui Corporation. Today I'd like to study about what the flat 35 is. Let's study together. It is provided by Japan Housing Finance Agency, like government. And purchase type is the most popular one. This is a system how flat 35 works. Actually, you apply through the banks or mortgage banks. When bank lend you the money, then Japan Housing Finance Agency buys the debt from the bank. Then Japan Housing Finance Agency securitizes the debt called MBS, mortgage backed security, and sells them to investors. That's the system of flat 35 purchase type. And flat 35 means the interest rate is flat, the same for 35 years. For example, you start home loan at 1.5%, it will be the same in entire term for 35 years. Plus, if the market interest rate goes up, your monthly payment will not be higher, always the same. Cons, if the market interest goes down, repayment will not be lower. Your monthly payment is not change. And this is a bank home loan floating. For example, when you start home loan at 0.7%, it might be changed, and no one knows it will go up or down. It's very difficult to predict. It might be finished at much higher interest rate or maybe lower interest rate. It will be 35 years later, so no one knows about that. Plus, if the market interest rate goes down, repayment will be also lower. Cons, if the market interest rate goes up, repayment will be higher. It could be a risk. Next, who can apply? Permanent resident and special permanent resident and Japanese. Sorry, non-permanent resident cannot apply flat 35. Next, screening is flexible. Most banks has strict screening, but flat 35 is more flexible than banks. For example, the down payment is possible and no requirement about annual salary. Many banks requires 4 million yen annual salary, but flat 35 doesn't require. Also, length of working. This is also most banks require like more than 1 year or 3 years. But the flat 35, it is no requirement. Even part-time job employee can apply flat 35. At most banks, a part-time employee cannot apply. And also no guarantor required. The age is 70 years, up to 70 years old. So that means if you are 69 years old, you can still apply. And group credit life insurance is not required. At banks, you must buy this group credit life insurance. Next, combinable annual salary. You can combine your salary with your family. For example, your wife and your husband, or your child and your parent. Example, your child's annual salary is 2 million yen plus your parents' annual salary 3 million yen equals 5 million yen annual salary. You can apply as 5 million yen annual salary. But you cannot combine with your brothers and sisters, and only permanent resident or Japanese you can combine with. And for flat 35 also offer up to minus 0.55% interest rate cut for 10 years if you and your house meet the standard. The standards are a little bit complicated, so I don't refer now. Last, the points to be careful. The house has to meet the technical standards of flat 35, and you need to ask an architect to issue the standard conformity certificate, Tekigo Shomeshu in Japanese, like this. Usually it takes about 50,000 yen to 100,000 yen. But you can include it in the home loan. You can also loan. Okay, you seem tired. This is the last page. Normally, you can loan from Japan Housing Finance Agency only 90%, which is entire term fixed. The interest rate will not change for 35 years. So the rest of 10%, you need to loan from a bank, which is floating and the interest rate is higher than 90% fixed, which is like 2.8% or something. It depends on the bank. This 90% of fixed interest rate is now around 1.4%. So for example, if we want a 20 million yen house and the expenses takes about 10% of the house price, so let's say 2 million yen. So you need 22 million yen total loan amount. So the 90% of the 22 million yen is 19.8 million yen. and the 10% is 2.2 million yen. So total 22 million yen. 100% loan equals 0 down payment. Yay! Okay, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Marami Salamapo. See you next time. Bye.